Was it an RPG? Dark Souls. People often see this game as one of the quintessential action RPGs that created like a whole new type of action RPG. However, is it really an RPG? Let's look at the game. In Dark Souls, you play as some kind of knight that has been like revived or reawakened or resurrected or something. I don't remember the exact details of the narrative. But you play as this character and you are trying to do something specific in the game. You're trying to like activate these bells and you're trying to like get to this end part and well, unfortunately, I don't remember the details of that either. Even though I beat the game like twice. And to do all that, you explore through this weird and brutal world full of danger and enemies, where nothing seems to be your friend. Everything wants you to die. And it introduced like a new style of mechanics for action games that people find somewhat more realistic, I guess, or more rewarding at least, and more technical. But was it an RPG? No, I would not qualify Dark Souls as an RPG. And why is that? It's because you as the player are not really doing what you want to do. You're doing what the game wants you to do. You're doing what the character wants to do. And that is, you're really just trying to complete the main quest. There really aren't any other side quests. There really isn't any agency. You're really not doing anything else in the game. There's like, I mean, you explore and stuff, but it's all for the purpose of trying to fulfill this one big mission. It's not really open-ended at all, so you don't really get your own choices. You just get to get the character through the choices they want to make. And when I say you don't get no choices, I don't mean it's entirely linear and boxed in. Like you get to choose between how you want to fight. You get to choose how you want to complete the mission and get to the end of the game. You get to choose how you want to help this character get through the game. But you only get to choose within the narrative structure. You only get to choose within the already confined structure. Which is why I wouldn't consider it an action RPG. I would just consider it an action game. It's just a really good action adventure game. And I would consider it more of an adventure game. Or at least an exploration game. If you wouldn't want to call it an adventure game, you could call it like an exploration game. It's not super heavy on the story, like when it comes to actually like storytelling. Like it's not like an interactive novel or something like a typical JRPG would be, with really good storytelling and, you know, like lots of interesting dialogue and, you know, really engaging and gripping. But it does have like that storyline that is like the point of the game, and it's what motivates the player through the game to get from the start to the finish, is the character's storyline, which is like ringing all the bells and doing all this stuff. But outside of that, you don't have any agency. You don't have any choice. You don't have any real choices in the game. It's just like going to a restaurant and looking at a menu and choosing from the menu. That's the most agency you get. Or it's like when people complain about that we have no real choices in life, we just get to choose between like 5 of the different food places, or 5 of the different like TVs you want or something. You don't really have real agency. You just get like substitutions to choose from of the same thing that you have to do, right? So that's not a role-playing game. That's just a good action game, and it's a fun action game. Lots of people loved it. It like, created like a new pathway for action games. It's cool. It's a little more grounded than other action games were, because it's not super hardcore action extravaganza button mashing. It's more tactical and strategic. But was it an RPG? Dark Souls? No, it's not an RPG.